Hello, friends. Welcome to my workbook. We practice maths together in this channel. If you're a class 10 student, this is the right place for you to practice maths. I have uploaded chapter wise videos where I have explained theory, solved multiple choice questions, sample papers, questions from previous year board exam. So, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and check the playlist. You can pick a topic of your choice and start practicing right away. So in this video, we will be practicing chapter 9, some applications of trigonometry. I have already uploaded videos for chapter 8, which is introduction to trigonometry. This chapter, we will be using the concepts learnt in chapter 8 to solve some statement problems. So in this video, I have a collection of last 5 years board exam questions for us to solve. We'll be solving around 12 questions in the next 30 minutes. And in the end of the video, I have again a set of 9 questions for you all to practice by yourself. So come on, let's get started with no further delay. Question number 1. In figure 1, a tower AB is 20-meter high and BC, its shadow on the ground, is 20 root 3 meter long. Find the sun's altitude. Tower AB is 20-meter high and its shadow BC is 20 root 3 meters long. We have to find the sun's altitude. Sun's altitude is the angle of elevation of the top of the tower, which is point A, from the peak, the edge of the shadow, which is point C. So from here to the top of the tower, the angle of elevation theta is the sun's altitude. So we need to find theta. So in this triangle, in triangle ABC, this will be 90 degrees because the tower is perpendicular to the ground. In triangle ABC, tan of theta is opposite side by adjacent side BC. AB is 20 and BC is 20 root 3. So we will get 1 by root 3. We know that tan of 30 degrees is 1 by root 3. So from comparing these two, we can conclude that theta is 30 degrees. So the altitude of sun is 30 degrees. See, the answer is given here. Now let's try the second sum. A ladder leaning against a wall makes an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal. If the foot of the ladder is 2.5 meter away from the wall, find the length of the ladder. So AB is the wall here and AC is the ladder leaning against the wall. It's given that the ladder makes an angle 60 degrees with the horizontal. So this angle is 60 degrees and the foot of the ladder is 2.5 meters away. So BC is 2.5 meters. We need to find the length of the ladder. Remember, AC is the ladder, so we have to find the length of the ladder. So in this triangle ABC, we need a relation between the adjacent side BC and the hypotenuse AC for us to find L. So what is adjacent side by hypotenuse? It is cosine trigonometric ratio. So cos of 60 degrees will be BC by AC. So cos 60, we know that it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is BC is 2.5 and AC we have assumed it to be L, which implies by cross multiplying we will get L as 5. So the length of the ladder is 5 meter. Next sum, third one. On a straight line passing through the foot of a tower, 2 points C and D are at a distance of 4 meter and 16 meter from the foot respectively. If the angles of elevation from C and D to the top of the tower are complementary, then the height of the tower is. So there's a tower and angle of elevation from two different points is given. Let's first draw the diagram. So let AB be the tower, and on a straight line passing through the foot of the tower, there are 2 points C and D at a distance of 4 meter and 16 meters. So BC is 4 meters and BD entire length is 16 meter. Angles of elevation from C and D are complementary. So if this is theta complementary, so this angle of elevation will be 90 minus theta. Now what we have to find? We need to find the height of the tower. Let it be h. So first let's consider triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, what is tan theta? It is AB by BC, opposite side by adjacent side. We do not know the value of theta, so let it be tan theta as it is. AB, we have assumed it as h, denoting the height of the tower, by 4. So let's keep it aside and let's move on to the second triangle. In triangle ABD, the bigger one. Here again, what is tan of 90 minus theta? That is this angle. Opposite side is AB and the adjacent side is BD. So tan of 90 minus theta can be written as cot of theta because tan and cot are complementary to each other. So tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta. And AB is nothing but h, BD is 16. So if cot theta is h by 16, what is tan theta? Reciprocal of it. So 16 by h. So this is another equation that we have. We can say tan theta is h by 4, which is also equal to 16 by h. So h by 4 is equal to 16 by h, which is equal to tan theta. So from here we get by cross multiplying h square as 16 fours are 64. So h will be 8. So height of the tower is 8 meter. Let's go on to the next sum. Fourth question. The angles of depression of the top and bottom of a 50-meter high building from the top of a tower are 45 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. Find the height of the tower and the horizontal distance between the tower and the building. So this will be the tower and this is the building. It's given that the angles of depression of the top and bottom of a 50-meter high building. So the height of the building is 50 meter and the angle of depression of the top is 45 degrees. So from the top of the tower, the angle of depression of top of the building is 45 degrees. So this angle is 45 degrees. Because these are parallel lines, alternate angle will be equal. So we can mark this angle to be 45 degrees. Similarly, the angle of depression of the bottom of the building is 60 degrees. So this angle is 60 degrees. So the alternate angle will also be 60 degrees. We have to find the height of the tower and also the horizontal distance between the tower and the building. So let's first assume that this small height here to be x, and we already know that this height is same as the height of the building, which is 50 meters. So we need to find x plus 50, which will give us the height of the tower and also the length of this distance between the tower and the building. Let's mark it as d. So we need to find x plus 50 and d. In triangle ABE, this top one ABE, angle of elevation is 45. So tan 45 is opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So it is AE by BE. AE is, we have assumed it to be x, and BE is same as the distance between the tower and the building, which we have taken it as D. And we know that tan of 45 is 1. So 1 is equal to x by d, which implies x is equal to d. So this small length and the distance between the tower and the building is same. Now let's move on to the bigger triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, again let's choose tan of 60 degrees. Opposite side is AD by the base is DC. Now, what is AD? It is the entire height of the tower. There are two portions, x and 50. So, x plus 50 divided by DC is the distance between tower and the building. We have assumed it to be d. And what is the value of tan 60? It is root 3 is equal to x plus 50 by, we have already found that both x and d are same. So let's replace this d with x. So you get an equation in terms of x. Let's solve this to find the value of x. Root 3x is equal to x plus 50, which implies so solving for x, it will be 68.49 meter. So the height of the tower is x plus 50. So it is 50 plus 68.49, 118.49 meter. And x is the distance x is nothing but d, which is the distance between the tower and the building, 68.49 meters. So these two are the answers given. Let's move on to the next sum. Question number 5. The angle of elevation of the top of the building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees, and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 45 degrees. If the tower is 30 meters high, what is the height of the building? So there is a tower and there is also a building. It's given angle of elevation of top of the building from the foot of the tower. So it's the line joining CA. From the foot of the tower, you're looking at the top of the building. Angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Similarly, angle of elevation of top of the tower from the foot of the building. From B, you're looking at D. So angle of elevation is this, which is given as 45 degrees. If the tower is 30 meters high, CD is given as 30, we need to find AB, which is height of the building. So let's choose the triangle DBC first. In triangle DBC, tan 45 degrees is opposite side CD divided by the adjacent side BC. Now tan 45 is 1, CD is 30, which is the height of the tower. BC is unknown. From this we can find BC as 30. So we have found the base BC. Using that we can find AB from triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, tan of 30 degrees will be AB by BC. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AB is unknown. BC we just found it as 30. So implies AB is 30 by root 3. We normally rationalize when we have a square root in the denominator. So multiply the numerator and denominator by root 3. You get 30 by 3 into root 3 because root 3 will give you 3. So answer is 10 root 3 meter. This is AB, which is the height of the building. 10 root 3 meters is the correct answer. Question number 6. It's a 4-mark question from 2015 board exam question paper. At a point A 20 meters above the level of water in a lake, the angle of elevation of a cloud is 30 degrees. The angle of depression of the reflection of the cloud in the lake at A is 60 degrees. Find the distance of the cloud from A. From point A, the angle of elevation of the cloud is 30 degrees. So let's have a horizontal drawn. So this angle is 30 degrees. From the same point A, angle of depression of the reflection of the cloud is 60 degrees. So this angle here is 60 degrees. Let's just join these 2 points. So we have a triangle shape. We need to find the distance of the cloud from point A. If this is C, then we need to find AC. Let's name the other points as well. Let this be B, D, and this point here be X. It's given that A is at a height of 20 meters above the water in the lake. So this height here is 20. So dx will also be 20. This will be 90 degrees here. So our aim is to find AC. Let's first consider triangle ACD. That is the topmost triangle ACD. Tan of 30 degrees. That is tan of this angle here will be opposite side CD divided by adjacent side AD. So CD by AD. Tan of 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to CD by AD, which can be written as AD is equal to root 3 CD. Now we do not know the value of CD, so let's keep this as such. Now in triangle ADB, the bottom one, tan of 60 degrees will be opposite side, which is DB by adjacent side AD. Tan of 60 degrees is DB by AD. Now DB can be further split into DX plus XB. DX is nothing but 20. So it can be written as 20 plus this distance XB divided by AD. Now when we have a reflection, the distance of the reflection from the surface of the water is same as that of the height of the cloud from the water surface. So Cx is equal to Xb. I'll repeat that. The height of the cloud from the surface of the water, that is Cx, is always equal to the distance of the reflection from the surface of the water, which is Xb. So Cx is equal to Xb. So Xb can be further written as Cx divided by AD. Now Cx is nothing but CD plus dx, which is CD plus 20. So I'm further dividing it as 20 plus CD divided by AD. So tan 60 is root 3 and we have 40 plus CD divided by AD. We already found it out as root 3 CD. So just substitute it. So we have an equation in terms of CD. Root 3 into root 3 times CD is equal to 40 plus CD. So root 3 into root 3, 3. 3 times CD is equal to 40 plus CD, which will be 2 CD is equal to 40. Hence CD is 20 meter. So we know CD is 20 meter. AD is root 3 times CD. So it will be 20 root 3 meter. So AD also we know 20 root 3. All we need is AC. So we know the base, we know the opposite side. We just have to find the hypotenuse. We can apply Pythagoras theorem, or we know even the angle of elevation. So if we take sine of 30 degrees, it is given by opposite side CD divided by AC, which implies AC equal to CD by sine 30 degrees, where CD is 20 divided by sine 30 is half. So it will give you AC as 40 meters. So answer is 40 meters. The cloud is 40 meters away from point A. Next, question number 7. This is a 4-mark question from 2019 board exam. A boy standing on a horizontal plane finds a bird flying at a distance of 100 meters from him at an elevation of 30 degrees. A girl standing on a roof of a 20-meter high building finds the elevation of the same bird to be 45 degrees. The boy and the girl are on opposite sides of the bird. Find the distance of the bird from the girl. So let's imagine that the bird is here at this point. A boy standing in the ground looks at the bird and the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So this is the ground level. Boy is at this point. and for him the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. And it also says the bird is flying at a distance of 100 meters. So this distance is 100 meters. The girl is standing on roof of a 20-meter high building, and it is also given that the boy and the girl are on opposite sides of the bird. So boy is on this side of the bird, so the girl should be on this side of the bird. So let's draw a building here. Let this be the building. Height of the building is given as 20 meters. The girl is standing on the top of this building and watches the same bird. Angle of elevation is given as 45 degree for the girl. So let's drop a perpendicular here. Now we need to find the distance of the bird from the girl. We need to find this. So let's first name the points. Let this be A, B, C, D, E. Let them center here be M. So we need to find this distance AD. So we know the length of AB. So let's pick this triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we know the hypotenuse. Let's try finding the opposite side, which is AC. So we need a relationship between the opposite side and the hypotenuse. So it is sine. Sine of 30 degrees is opposite side AC divided by hypotenuse AB. So AC is AB into sine 30 degrees. AB is 100 and sine of 30 is 1 by 2. So we can conclude that AC is 50 meters. AC is the total vertical height. We know that the building's height is 20. So if we subtract 20 from 50, we will get the height of the length of AM. So AM will be AC minus MC. AC is 50, we just found out. MC is same as the height of the building, which is 20. So AM will be 30. So AM is 30 and we know the angle 45. So in this triangle AMD, we need a relation between the opposite side and the hypotenuse. So let's go for sine of 45 degrees. It will be AM by the hypotenuse AD. AD will be AM is 30 divided by sine 45. AD will be 30 by sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So AD is 30 root 2. We are given that we are asked to use root 2 as 1.414. So substituting the same and multiplying, we will get AD as 42.42 meters. So the distance of the bird from the girl is 42.42 meters. Let's go on to the next sum. Question number 8. This is again a 4-mark question from 2017 board exam. A bird is sitting on top of a 80-meter high tree. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bird is 45 degrees. The bird flies horizontally in such a way that it remained at a constant height from the ground. After 2 seconds, the angle of elevation of the bird from the same point is 30 degrees. Find the speed of the flying bird. Let's assume that the bird was at this point, say A. The angle of elevation from a point P on the ground is given as 45 degrees. So this is our ground level. After some time, the bird flies horizontally from point A to another point, say B. Now, when the bird is at this point B, the angle of elevation has changed from 45 to 30 degrees. So the bird has flown from A to B in how much time? 2 seconds. So if we find this distance AB, which is x, we can easily find the speed of the bird because we know the time is 2 seconds. So let's complete the triangles. Both of this will be a perpendicular, and the height of the tree is given as 80 meters. So AD will be 80. Similarly, if this point is CBC will also be 80. Now let's first consider triangle PAD. Tan 45 degrees is equal to opposite side AD by adjacent side PD. Tan 45 is 1, AD is 80. So we have PD as 80 meters. PD is 80 meters. Now let's go to the next triangle in triangle PBC. Again, let's consider tan of 30 degrees. Tan 30 is opposite side BC by the base, which is BC. BC is 80. That's equal to the height of the tree. And PC can be written as PD plus DC. PD we just found it as 80. DC is nothing but x. It's same as the distance flown by the bird. So we can write the denominator as 80 plus x. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to 80 divided by 80 plus x. So we just have to solve for x. 80 root 3. So x will be 80 into root 3 minus 1, which will be, we have to use root 3 as 1.732. 1.732 minus 1.732. So x will be around 58.56 meters. So this is the distance traveled by the bird in 2 seconds. So the speed will be distance by time 58.56 by 2. So speed will be 29.28 meters per second. So we've completed 8 sums. We have 4 more sums to go. This is our 9th question, and it's a 4-mark question from the year 2016 board exam. The angle of elevation of the top Q of a vertical tower PQ from a point X on the ground is 60 degrees. From a point Y 40 meter vertically above X, the angle of elevation of the top Q of the tower is 45 degrees. Find the height of the tower PQ and the distance PX. So this will be the diagram. We have a tower PQ whose top is point Q. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower Q from a point X on the ground is 60 degrees. So this angle is 60 degrees. Now Y is the point which is vertically above X, vertically 40 meter above X. So XY is 40, and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from this point Y is 45 degrees. So we have to find the height of the tower PQ and also this distance PX. So let's denote the distance between the point on ground and the tower's foot as D. So Let's name this point as M. Now, in triangle QYM, angle is 45 degrees. So tan 45 degrees is equal to opposite side QM by adjacent side YM. QM by YM. Tan 45 is 1. QM is unknown. YM is same as D, that is the distance between the point on the ground and the tower. So let's denote it as D. From this, we can conclude that QM is also D. So this short portion is D. Now, let's go on to triangle QXP. This bigger one, QXP. The angle X is 60. So tan 60 degrees is opposite side QP by the bottom, by the adjacent side PX. So it will be QP by PX. Now QP we can write it as QM plus MP. QM plus MP divided by PX is D. Now MP will be same as XY, which is 40, and QM we just found it as D. So this will be D plus 40 by D. Tan 60 is root 3. So root 3 is given as D plus 40 by D. So if we cross multiply and solve this equation, we can get the value of D. Root 3D is equal to D plus 40. So root 3 into D into root 3 minus 1 is equal to 40. So D will be 40 by root 3 minus 1. For rationalizing, let us multiply with root 3 plus 1 and root 3 plus 1 in the numerator and denominator. So this will be 40 into root 3 plus 1 divided by, this is a minus b into a plus b will be root 3 the whole square, a square minus b square. So it will be 3 minus 1, which is 2. So you have d as 40 into root 3 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 20 into root 3 plus 1. If we choose root 3 as 1.73, it will be 1.73 plus 1, so 2.73. D will be 54.60 meters. Now we have found the distance Px. We also need to find the height of the tower PQ. PQ is nothing but D plus 40. So the height of the tower P is D plus 40. So D is 54.60. So when we add 40 to it, you will get it as 94.60 meters. So let's go on to the 10th sum. This is again 4-mark question from 2019 board exam. A moving boat is observed from the top of a 150-meter high cliff moving away from the cliff. The angle of depression of the boat changes from 60 degrees to 45 degrees in 2 minutes. Find the speed of the boat in meters per minute. Let me explain the diagram now. PQ is the cliff which is 150-meter high. So PQ is the cliff. From the top of the cliff, we observe a boat. Let it be in point A, and the angle of depression is 60 degrees. So let's draw a horizontal. For point A, the angle of depression is 60 degrees, so the alternate angle here will also be 60 degrees. Now the boat moves away from the cliff. So it moves from point A away from the cliff. Let's say in 2 minutes it reaches point B. At point B, the angle of depression is 45 degrees. So this angle here will also be 45 degrees. Now we need to find the speed of the boat. In 2 minutes, the boat travels from A to B. So we need to find the distance traveled in 2 minutes, that is AB. If we know the distance, we can find the speed. So first, let's consider triangle PQA. Tan 60 degrees will be opposite side PQ by the adjacent side QA. PQ is the cliff's height, so it is 150 divided by QA is not known. Tan 60 is root 3. So root 3 equal to 150 by QA. So QA is 150 by root 3. Let's rationalize it. You will get 150 root 3 by 3, which is 50 root 3. So QA we have found it as 50 root 3. Now let's consider the other triangle PQB, the bigger one where the angle B is 45 degrees. Tan 45 degrees is equal to opposite side PQ by QB. PQ is 150, the height of the cliff. QB can be written as QA plus AB. QA we found it as 50 root 3, and AB is the distance traveled by the boat, which is D. Tan 45 is 1, so 1 is equal to 150 divided by 50 root 3 plus D, which implies 50 root 3 plus D is equal to 150. So D can be written as 150 minus 50 root 3. So this is the distance traveled by the boat, and the time taken by it is 2 minutes. We need to find the speed. Speed is distance 150 minus 50 root 3 meters divided by 2. They have asked to find the speed in meters by minute only, so we need not convert any of the units. This is in meters, this is in minutes. So if we simplify this, you will get 75 minus 25 root 3. We can pull out 25 as common. 25 threes are minus root 3. If we substitute root 3 value as 1.73, we will get the answer as it will be 25 into 1.27. 3 minus 1.73, which will give us 31.75 meters per minute. So that's the speed of the boat. Question number 11. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other on either side of the road, which is 80 meters wide. From a point between them on the road, the angles of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 degrees and 30 degrees respectively. Find the height of the poles and the distances of the point from the poles. So it's a 4-mark question from 2019 board exam. Let P, Q and AB be the two poles. Both are of same height. And QB is the road. It is given the road is 80 meters wide. So QB is 80. Now from a point between them on the road, let this be the point. Let's name it as C. From C, the angle of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 and 30 degrees. So this will be the 60 degrees and this will be 30 degrees. Because when the point is closer to the tower, the angle of elevation will be bigger, and this point is much more away from the tower, so the angle of elevation will be lesser, 60 and 30 degrees. We need to find the height of the poles PQAB. Both are same, so let's denote it as h. We need to find h and also the distance QC and BC. Let's consider triangle PQC. Tan of 60 degrees is PQ by QC. PQ is H and QC is unknown. Tan 60 is root 3. So root 3 is H by QC. So we can write QC to be H by root 3. In the other triangle ABC, tan 30 degrees is equal to AB by BC. AB is again H, BC is unknown. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, which is H by BC. BC is equal to root 3H. If we add QC and BC, the total length is 80. So QC plus BC is the width of the road, which is 80. H by root 3 plus root 3H is equal to 80. So from this we can solve and get the value of H. QC is H by root 3, so it will be 20 root 3 by root 3, which is 20 meters. So QC is 20 meters. So the remaining BC should be 80 minus 20, 60 meters. So we have found the height of the poles, that is 20 root 3 meter, and also the distance of this point C from the two poles. It is 20 meter and 60 meter. So let's move on to the 12th sum. This is a 4-mark question from 2019 board paper. The shadow of a tower standing on a level ground is found to be 40 meter longer when the sun's altitude is 30 degrees than when it was 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. So let AB be the tower standing on the ground. BC and BD are the shadows. When the sun's altitude is 30 degrees, the shadow is found to be 40 meter longer. So here the sun's altitude is 60 degrees. Let the length be L. BC is L. And when the sun's altitude is 30 degrees, The shadow is 40 meters longer. So let CD be 40. So the total length of the shadow in the second case will be L plus 40. We need to find the height of the tower, that is AB. In triangle ABC, tan 60 degrees is equal to AB by BC root 3 is equal to AB is unknown, which is the height, and BC we have assumed it to be L, the length of the shadow. So AB is root 3L. In triangle ABD, tan of 30 degrees will be AB by adjacent side is BD. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AB is again unknown. BD, the length of the shadow when the angle of elevation is 30 degrees is L plus 40. It's 40 meter longer, so L plus 40, which implies AB is equal to L plus 40 divided by root 3. We can equate 1 and 2 because AB is equal to root 3L and here AB is L plus 40 by root 3. So equating 1 and 2, root 3L is equal to L plus 40 by root 3. AB is root 3 times L. So 1.732 into L is 20, which will be 34.64 meters. So the height of the tower AB is 34.64 meters. So these are the 12 sums that I wanted to solve. One important thing is most of these sums are for 4 marks. So there is stepwise marks awarded. If we draw the diagram correctly, 1 mark is awarded for the correct diagram. Ensure that the angle of elevations are correctly marked and the perpendicular, when it's a tower or a pole standing on the ground, that you mark the 90 degrees without fail. So that will fetch you 1 mark. And similarly, steps like this one, here one step and finding the value of L and finally finding the value of AB. The remaining 3 marks will be distributed for each and every step. There are 9 more sums that I have picked from the board exam papers. Do practice these sums as well. I have given the answers under the questions. If you have any difficulty in solving them, do leave a comment. I'll be very happy to help you out. So these are the first 3 questions. Please take a screenshot for your reference. These are the next 3 questions. As you see, most of them are for 4, 3 or 4 or 3 mark questions. We have covered all these types in this video. So if you go through the video once, you will not have any difficulty in solving these sums. And these are the last set of 3 sums. All these 3 have come in the 2019 board exam for 4 marks each. Do practice them without fail. That's the end of the video, my friends. Hope it was useful for you. Thanks for watching. To practice other chapters, please subscribe to the channel and check the playlist. Also, like, comment, and share the videos with your friends. Keep practicing. I'll meet you soon with another learning video.